In our nature, in physics, there are so many quantities which are conserved. There are many conservation laws. In mechanics, you have studied conservation of momentum. During the process, conservation of energy, conservation of mass. Similarly, in the nature, the total charge of this universe is conserved. That is, for the total universe, for any given process again, the charges are conserved. And what is the general language of the conservation law? It says that we cannot create a new charge. Whatever are the charges in this universe made by the universe, we cannot create it. And similarly, we cannot destroy it from this universe. So the law say we cannot create a charge, we cannot destroy a charge. Then what do? We only transfer charge from one body to other body. I will tell you this conservation law, but recently, after 1950, there has been certain modification to this. We will study that first conservation of charge in original form. Conservation of charge. We cannot destroy or create a charge. The number of charges in the nature are constant, means net charge 0. We can only transfer it. Example, when we make hydrogen ion, we see this in every process. This was the theory. This was law for many years, but recently there had been certain changes, and changes are according to Einstein principle. Material, that is matter, and energy are same. When we compress energy, it becomes matter, and when we open up the matter, it becomes energy. And there is equivalence between two, and that equivalence is energy equal to mc square. This mass can be converted into this energy, and this energy, when compressed, converted into mass. This is one thing, and on the basis of this, we go principle and explanation of atomic bomb. In atomic bomb and in such reaction, we get lot of energy and the cost of material. The material is lost and we get energy. Now, if material is lost and we get energy, there is problem. Which material is lost? First, the smallest one is lost, and that smallest one is electron. If an electron is destroyed and it gives energy, but electron is having a charge. When electron is destroyed, then this charge is also destroyed from the nature. So we have just written We cannot destroy a charge, but in atom bomb we see electron is actually destroyed. If electron is destroyed, then the problem, what happened to the charge in the universe? It was carrying a negative charge. What happened to the charge in the universe? It was carrying a negative charge. Where do that charge has gone? Should we change our law that it cannot be destroyed? If it is destroyed, then another important thing is that the net charge of this universe is 0. It will not remain 0. So this cannot happen. Then what we can do? Then we have to make an explanation, and there was an explanation thought over and made. The explanation says that there is another particle which so far we did not know, and that particle was then discovered, and that was given the name positron. What is a positron? Positron is opposite to electron. It is a family member of nucleus. Inside the nucleus it is found. Then positron its mass is same as mass of electron, and it carry a charge that is plus E, but we have never seen it taking participation in any chemical reaction or anything. So it has no independent existence. It is formed only inside nucleus. At the moment it comes out, it gets combined with something, so it cannot remain independent. So this positron was defined. Now what was the work of this positron? The work of this positron comes into action when we see very famous reaction, that is annihilation and opposite to annihilation, pair production. There are the two reactions which we explain, and that also explain conservation of charge. So now in the next class I will tell you what is annihilation and what is pair production, and how do they take care of our main principle, conservation of charge. Thank you.